did have a little bit of a computer issue, but we are back starting the game once again. Nothing too much had happened, though. Just the Reaper of Journey went into the main of Arthur. I believe it might have... No, I don't think it got a worker kill. It just kind of went in, and it actually might have died. Yeah, I think it died. So no more Reaper.
Well, we do have two Woodmines coming across the map, and the nice thing about this drop is, okay, sometimes it catches a Protoss player off guard. Unlikely in this instance, but the other benefit to it is it does scout at times when you're looking for a Dark Shrine, when you're looking for, well, any sort of build, really. The scout time on the medevac with these drops is actually pretty pristine for that reason, but despite this, he will be driven off, and the Woodmines are going to get very little done. Journey has... failed in this attack.
Yeah, I think it actually flew right across that probe, so Arthur was able to prepare for it pretty well. And yeah, nothing got done there. He loses 2 Woodmines, saves the medevac, but you usually would like at least to get a probe there. But Arthur on top of things as he goes into a very, very early Colossus. You know?
The other thing too is he does keep the medevac alive. This is something that I think really gets undervalued unless you are a Terran player watching this matchup. Losing that medevac early is painful. You only get to make a very specific amount of medevacs. You can't just make 8 or 9 frivolously. You have to eventually get Vikings out, especially if your opponent's going Colossus like Arthur is.
Like this fast, yeah. Yeah,
so for Journey's sake, it's really important you get that medevac alive, more so than anything else. It sucks that the damage wasn't dealt, but not losing the medevac was pretty nice too. Nice snipe on the Observer.
Wow. There you go. So getting an Observer for his troubles. Just kind of being annoying here for Arthur. Not really trying to do anything crazy. There's no Widowmine with this either. And with 1 Colossus there, that is only Marines. And that medevac is awfully low. So he needs to be pretty careful there, as we were just talking about the importance of that medevac. So... Oh! But 1 Widowmine did go into the natural of Arthur. And it got 3 kills. Not too bad, but he will lose it. So a little bit of a distraction there at the front, and then he ended up sneaking the Widowmine in, so not too bad. But this is something that I was expecting out of Arthur too, you know, the 2-base play, adding 4 additional gateways. We don't see any other tech like Twilight or Forges. So he may just be going for a 2-base Colossus push, you think?
2-base Colossus all-ins, I think, just definitely fall underneath Arthur's category of expected. The problem is with this, there are no upgrades, and as you just mentioned, there's no other tech coming, so it's not like he's got at least Storm behind this. The nice thing, though, is that when you go for attacks like this, they come at such a timing, you know there's not really going to be that much standing there waiting for you. In fact, Marines getting cherry-picked off as they run across the field. There's not that many Marauders back home, and there's still no Vikings really in play. I think there's about 2 on the map right now. So dealing with this is going to be difficult, to say the least.
Indeed. I mean, he does have to push up that ramp in order to get the damage done, but there's no bunker here, and it just is now going to start here for Journey. Stim will be done in time, but I think that medevac got taken out on the way. No, he got it home, but he's going to lose this medevac. That's no good. And yeah, this is a little bit of a rough situation here for Journey, as Arthur's knocking on his door, man. The Colossus is already here, and that force field is going to make it so that they will never get in the range.
The force fields do lower, which is nice, but the supply deep was allowed him to get around that force field, but there's just really not a lot. Now, you'll notice he's just kind of letting this go. Journey hasn't gone AFK. He knows he just has to bulk up as much as possible, because there's no way he takes a good engagement right now. Pulls the SCVs, pulls the boys defensively, if you will. Colossus already kind of low from the Viking shots. 1 will fall. Woodmine's going to burrow. I don't know if he's going to hold this, but if he does, it's going to be at a great cost. A lot of his SCVs are gone. Not much bio left behind it. Some friendly fire kills what little there was left.
Oh,
but the Colossus doesn't fall. A new one walks across the map just in the nick of time. If he could somehow get rid of the Stalkers, he could easily deal with that Colossus. The Viking will eventually wear it down, but the focus goes... And this is
going for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, he might barely hold here, actually. Arthur is getting pushed back, and then the distance is very far.
It's interesting.
On this map.
I wonder if this will be enough, though, because the counterattack I don't think is enough to kill Arthur, especially with the Colossus back at home sitting on that ramp. But Journey also is down to 27 SCVs. His possible weapon upgrades are cool and all that, but I mean, they're not going to make up for an entire base worth of economy.
I mean, he did hold on, did lose a lot of workers, and he also did a little bit of economic damage to Arthur. But Arthur was able to push it away, and that might have been why there wasn't as many units warped in with the attack here for Arthur, because he actually did deal with a little bit of a drop from Journey that did a little damage. Like, if you look back at the workers killed, that was 10 workers killed, so I feel like there was quite a bit that happened that we might have missed just a bit during that battle.
Well, Blink is
now what does Arthur do? He comes home, right? And
Well, what I really like, I think more than anything else, is the Colossus are cool. You're going to hold that ramp all day, but it's a Terran play. They're probably not going for the ramp. So something that might be just as good, if not better, is a couple of Immortals. They will shred through those Marauders. But, of course, I think the biggest and best thing is all these Zealots are just going to be so much wonderful fodder. If he sims up the ramp, the Force Field will go down, and it pushes it back. Just
might even lose that Sentry if he's not careful. The Zealots kind of being scumbags, like, you're not coming back here, but... Getting Blink here, Arthur will. Not getting those upgrades yet. He will stay on the 2 base. And it seems like Journey is just going to remake his economy as well. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. He does have that supply lead as well as the upgrade. So there's no upgrades here for Arthur. He's just going to maybe rally up his forces and try to go again. But I think Journey's, you know, him holding that was pretty nice. Getting the counter damage done. And now Arthur's in this awkward position where if he tries to take a third, I don't know, going down that ramp could be suicide.
It's a rough spot to be in, but you know what? He's recovered really nicely. His SCV count's back up. Again, he's got tech lead in many different ways. Comet Shield, Stim, +1. But the problem for him is, you know, the longer he waits, the more Arthur's also going to catch up to him. So I'd say Arthur's in a bit of a better position to take a direct fight in the middle of the map. Still no Vikings to really help out with this. Perhaps not expecting Colossus to be remade, but at the same time, there's no observers, so these Widow Mines are going to get every single shot off, and if he focuses them down on top of the sentries... Oh, they kill sentries so quickly, Tempo. But this last one goes off on the Stalker. Unfortunate, because he needed to hit the Zealots. Not wanted to or should have, but needed to hit the Zealots, take those shields away, and make the engagement more viable for his bio.
Yeah, luckily for him, the charge is not done here, so Journey can take a good position. He's not trying to defend his third or anything, so that wide open area, not going to benefit, at least come into play here, where the Zealots would love for it. Having to push up a ramp as a Zealot is never a fun time, but Arthur looks like he's just going to do it anyway.
Truthfully, it's just this one Colossus that's really the big threat. If he takes that out, everything else is focus fired down very quickly by this amount of Marines. So the Viking count not as imperative right now, but right now Journey doesn't know that Arthur doesn't really have a lot more coming. He thinks it's probably far more Colossus behind this easily type thing.
Yeah, just like hanging out, waiting in the bushes, waiting for that opportune moment to strike as
wonderful
Arthur looking for it himself. Yeah.
Took all the shields off. Zelt's a little bit low. Widow Mines will win him this game if he can pick off that Observer. Now, there is one Observer with the army. In fact, actually, no, wait, did he get picked off with his splash damage?
I have a feeling that it did. I don't know. There is one on the map, but it is
the only other Observer's backing him with the natural. Colossus almost... It's going to die! The Colossus...
Oh, no! He's going to run into it!
Okay,
oh, no!
As funny as that was, outside the natural base, there's still a really big threat. Immortals, Zealots, and Stalkers. It's nothing to mess with because of those... It's so silly how one force field, one unit can make such a big difference to whether Journey can actually fight or not. To take this army on, in context, guys, he would have to actually pick up about half of this, if not all of this, and unload on the low ground and swipe in from the right side or the left side. He simply cannot push down that ramp.
Oh my god, he's doing it.
Because you don't know if there's observers watching.
Yeah. There are no observers here, and now Arthur is in an awkward position. He's going back home on the retreat, but these do have the concussive shells.
Yeah, so that means anything he hits is going to get picked up. Widow Mines all over the place to catch him on the retreat. I thought these would kill him on the advance, not the retreat, but you know, one way or the other, the Widow Mines are being the gods of this game. Immortal's going to go down. Who cares about the Stalkers? Zealots also going to get picked up. Force fields don't even completely catch the army. But meanwhile, the Stalkers
are going to have to run on home.
Counterattack.
Even when Arthur gets home, I mean, what does he have? He has his Colossi, I guess.
Supply block right now.
Uh-oh.
He can't actually build anything. He's got to take some of his army off to defend against these Stalkers.
Yeah. He's just, charge is not done just yet. Oh, and this is a beautiful position for a Journey to attack into. There's only 2 Colossi. Vikings gonna get some shots off. Doesn't even matter, Rifkin. GG will be called. Journey takes a solid game number 1.
Absolutely. Arthur tried to play, I think, closer to standard.
First series of the day. What happened?
No, I just hope Saber saw my thumbs up. He fucking did it, dude. He did
it. Well, anyway, Rifkin, who are these 2 players that are here?
Tim, but we got 2 fine gentlemen coming out here to the long-lost area of expedition. Lost in, spotted in the bottom left corner of the map. We have the old Terran
Journey.
And his opponent in the top right. He likes, this is starting to turn British, he likes chicken, apparently specifically Kentucky Fried. It's going to be the Red Protoss.
Arthur.
I can only do accents for about, I'd say, 10 seconds at most.
And then all of a sudden, it just goes into something
else. You're like, all right, mate. Like, top of the morning to you. Wait, what?
It's like, wait, how did we get here? Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Now we here. With the British accent. I do that too. Like, there's certain accents that I just can't do, like, period. And if I try to do it, I, like, forget how to actually do it. And then I just end up, you know, talking either normal or, I don't know. It's just, it's hard to keep it the whole way. I don't sit there in the mirror and, like, practice.
I would like to draw attention.
You need a mirror, though.
To the northern part of Journey's base. He has very quickly put a depot not at the top of the ramp, but near the rocks. This seems like such a small detail, but it's a really big one. The Marines also scouting around. I mean, again, it's not only A, expedition loss, but B, it's Arthur. If there was like a force of elements that guaranteed cheese, it would be these two things. And Arthur is, of course, proxying, and it looks like it's going to be Dark Templar.
Wow.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
I do feel this is one of the easier ones to hold, though, as long as you don't get too greedy. I think a lot of good Terran players, they kind of got that mindset where, okay, you know, 6 minutes-ish, start saving energy. Don't be dropping mules like nuts. You got to either scan for your opponent's base or scan in your own for the DTs. So Journey might not even scout this, and it still might be okay, but it is a situation as well where I've seen someone who was like a Diamond Leaguer knock Polt out of a Zotac Cup in the best of ones doing this. So it can be a really good strategy, and I'm saying good with big like air quotes.
I mean, I feel like a lot of Terran players will get that turret up anyway, just for the sake of dealing with Oracles perhaps, but I tend to not see DTs completely end the game. Like an Oracle will fly in and kill like every worker and also kill all the Marines. But I haven't really seen DTs kill Terran as much lately, so we'll see exactly if Journey prepares accordingly. He did scout around the map, was being very meticulous with this. Look at this Marine. Like, he is going to end up scouting this. And he went around the whole world to do it, and he finally is going to get the prize in the end.
Make no mistake, it's not just DTs. As we see some pressure at the front, he's going to... I mean, if Arthur does this correctly, he's going to do everything he can to convince Journey that it's probably like some sort of other all-in and not necessarily DTs. A couple stalkers shown here, maybe the Mothership Core follows up, and some fake pylons, but the reality is pylons are down and they are real, and they are going to be warping to DTs as soon as they can. Now,
very shortly.
And I think that's because he's predicting, like you said, hey, it's probably going to be for that Oracle, but realistically, he's going to need it for the DTs. And look at this. This is such a good position. Covers the ramp for DTs, covers the production from the Oracle. I mean, the Oracle would have hit by now anyway, so I think he's ruled that out at this point, but this was really effectively handled out of Journey so far.
Yeah, I mean, here come the DTs. The turret is going to finish almost in time.
Oh, he scans it. Widowmine shot going to be perfect. Double kill on the Widowmine. Nice done.
Double
Picks
kill.
Up the other one. Oh, he's going to go across the map with this now. Oh, this is so sick.
Beautiful.
This build has no detection. If you proxy Stargate, you at least get the Oracle it can envision. If you proxy a Robo or if you put a normal Robo, he's get an Observer. There's no cannons. There's no nothing. These Widowmines should kill every worker in that mineral line as long as Journey can hold the top of his ramp with... Oh, it's going to be an Archon. Oh, this is good.
Wow.
This is a good move. The Archon is going to wreck Marines without combat shields. Don't forget just how hard an Archon hits biological units for 30-5.
That's ridiculous, yeah. And he doesn't have Widowmines at home just yet, so he won't be able to get the shield, but here it comes, Rifkin.
Yeah, it's a clock. He's got to go hard, and he's got to go now, because he's going to take some losses at home. First shot's not so good. Second shot, not so good. Not devastating just yet, but there's no way to clean these up.
No, what is he going to do?
Oh, the Widowmine's going to go off. No! Misses the Archon. The bonus damage to the shield is so critical. Missile turret almost kills the Mothership Core. That's hilarious. Command Center is likely going to die, but SCVs are pre-pulled. He's going to try and hold at the top of the ramp. And by gosh, darn it, Tempo. He's doing this without stim. He's doing it without combat shields. It's a techless defense, but it's completely within the realm of possibilities, especially with the SCVs being on hold position, trying to keep these units at bay.
The Bio's able to do it, yeah. So if he pulls this, through, Widowmine could be friendly fire though. Nope, gonna get the Archon a bit.
Oh, he's gonna lose
the ACC! The CC!
Was that the only turret? Oh, that was the only turret? Command Center falls. Arthur's doing a lot of damage, but he is losing probes gradually back at home as a consequence. So there might be 1 or 2 more rounds of DTs coming in, but I mean, Journey could just pick up. If he could kill that Archon, he's good, but that's a big if. Second, though,
that Archon could do so much work.
Oh, you know, this Widowmine could be the God mode savior. Archon doesn't have a lot of help.
Oh my god.
That range, are you serious?
Finally, the Protoss player thinking like, yes. This is intense, man.
2 Stalkers rallying in, though, so that's just as good for now. Widowmines, sadly out of position, barely. If he could just get that a little bit closer, but he's cleared out Arthur's base at home. There we go. There's the shot.
There it was.
GG, ladies and gentlemen. Journey will take the series 2-0.
GG. That was like the perfect, like that Marine, he's